I'm familiar with the Japanese case and the Australian case and the Canadian case. And I think that it's important, the important message for us Canadians is that we don't have to choose. We should be doing all. So the multilateral side is we engage with ASEAN. Perhaps we try to engage and find a role within the Asian Defense Ministers meeting, and we maybe position ourselves to try at least be at the table in terms of how security issues are discussed within the region. Whether that's feasible or not, that's going to take a little bit of time in terms of how Canada establishes its credibility within the region, but that's one way. On environmental cooperation, again, ASEAN is probably the better vehicle to engage in cooperation within the region. And Japan and Australia are quite good at this. But when we pivot down to the minilateral relationship, this is where I think we see a really distinguishing way to engage with the region from Australia and Japan. They have various minilateral partnerships that are engaged through the region and with the region. So let me give you an example. The Quadrilateral Security Dialogue with the United States, India, Australia, and Japan provides public goods, provides some maritime security, provides some maritime domain awareness, and it bridges the Pacific and the Indian Ocean. Then we've had the recent meeting in Washington between Prime Minister Kishida, President Biden, and President Marcos. They've decided to establish a maritime cooperation initiative that deals with maritime security, but also helping build infrastructure and technology. So this is another minilateral partnership. And of course, Australia is doing similar things. So they have a multilateral partnership, but they also have these minilateral partnerships that work within the region, across the region. And then lastly is this bilateral relationship. They're engaged with selective partners at a very high and intense and sustained and deep level. So I was just in Vietnam, and you could see the FDI and the ODA being deployed throughout Vietnam, helping build subways, helping build harbors, helping build railways. And you see countries like Japan building intra-ASEAN infrastructure to strengthen intra-ASEAN regional integration. And the logic is that the more integrated ASEAN is economically, the more economically autonomous it can be. And that means it's not so reliant on outside actors. So these are some really just simple examples, I think, where we don't have to pick and choose. We engage through the multilateral mechanism through ASEAN. We engage through minilateral mechanisms, and then the bilateral engagement with, I think, key partners that are more stable, that match Canada's comparative advantages, and that we've established relationships. Once we have that sustainability, then we can bridge out to other of the Southeast Asian countries to start to do the same there.
Great.